The lab door clicked shut behind me, the fluorescent hum familiar and yet off. My notes felt wrong in my hand, the ink too sharp, the paper too smooth. Had it always been this bright in here? I checked my watch. 3:02 p.m., precisely when I left. Except, I hadn't just left. I'd stepped into the Kronos engine, our marvel of quantum engineering. A machine designed to bend time itself. It was supposed to be a millisecond jump, a proof of concept. But now, a cold unease snaked down my spine. What if a millisecond was all it took? The air seemed to shimmer, a subtle distortion I hadn't noticed before. Or had I simply forgotten? Memory, after all, was just another aspect of time, vulnerable to its whims. My reflection in the lab's glass partition stared back, a stranger in familiar clothes. The experiment had worked, but at what cost? For centuries, time has been the domain of philosophers and theologians, but with Einstein's theory of relativity, it became a playground for physicists. Time, Einstein showed us, wasn't absolute. It was relative, a flowing river that could be sped up or slowed down by gravity and velocity. Then came quantum entanglement, two particles linked across vast distances, their fates intertwined. Could information, even particles themselves, be sent through time using this eerie connection? And what about wormholes, theoretical tunnels through the fabric of space-time, shortcuts to distant epochs? The possibilities were dizzying, terrifying, and tantalizingly close. Could artificial intelligence be the key to unlocking time travel? After all, AI excels at pattern recognition, at finding connections in vast data sets that would overwhelm human minds. Perhaps buried within the quantum foam, those infinitesimally small fluctuations of space-time were the keys to the chronal lock. Imagine an AI, its neural networks vast and intricate, sifting through the quantum chaos, identifying the subtle threads that connect past, present, and future. Could we then weave those threads into a tapestry of time, controlled and manipulated at will? The Kronos engine was our first, tentative step towards that reality. Section 4. The Kronos engine. The Kronos engine was a marvel of engineering and ambition. Imagine a giant sphere. Its surface a mosaic of shimmering panels, each one a quantum computer working in perfect unison. Inside, a chamber bathed in ethereal blue light where the very air crackled with energy. The activation sequence was a symphony of light and sound. Panels flared, energy crackled, and a low hum vibrated through the floor, resonating deep in my chest. And then, a stillness so profound it felt like the universe itself was holding its breath. The jump was instantaneous. One moment I was staring at the chronometer, its digital readout frozen at 1 millisecond, the next, the lab door. Section 5, 1 second out of time. The world outside the lab seemed different, sharper somehow. Colors more vibrant, sounds crisper, or was it just me? Had the Kronos engine altered my perception along with my temporal coordinates? I checked my watch again. Still 3:02 p.m., but something was wrong. The second hand wasn't moving. It ticked once, twice, then resumed its normal rhythm. A shudder ran through me. Had I imagined it, or had the universe just compensated for my brief sojourn outside the normal flow of time? The evidence, like the memory, was already fading. One thing was certain, the Kronos engine worked. But where it had taken me and what I had brought back with me remained shrouded in uncertainty. The next experiment, a full second in time, awaited. The question is, do we dare proceed?